Hi, so this question is find the length of the longest common prefix. So given the positive two integer array, and then you want to find out the prefix for each array 1 inside array 2. So let's see. A prefix is a positive integer, right? Positive integer. And then starting from the leftmost digit. So for example, 1, 2, 3 is a prefix of integer of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 2, 3, 4 is not a prefix because like it literally like 2 doesn't match the 1, 3 doesn't match the 2. I mean 3 doesn't match the 2, 4 doesn't match 3, right? So I mean zoom out a little bit. So a common prefix is two integer is an integer of C such that C can be both prefix of A and B. So same idea again, and then you want to return the length of the longest. It has to be a longest prefix, and then if there's no, just return 0. So for example, right here, 1, 10, 100. So 1 will be the prefix for itself is 1, 10 will be 1 and 10. Right, 100 will be 1, 10, 100. This is a prefix for each integer, right? And 1000 is what? 1, 10, 100, 1000, right? So the way to calculate how to find the longest is what? You want to find out, oh, am I the longest? Probably. Am I the longest? Maybe. This is longer than the current one, right? So now the longest should be 10. But let's do it again. So 1, 1, no, because 10 is the longest right now. And then 10, 10, 10, 10 will be okay. So far I'm the same. How about 100? 100 will be the longest one, right? So you return 3. So it has to be a length, right? And then this will definitely not because none of them is matching. And one way of doing this is I want to store, so this will be 1. Sorry, come on. This will be 1, this will be 110, this will be 110, 100. I'm going to store each one into the set, and then using the set to traverse the prefix of array 2. So that's the solution. So let's say, so array, I need to traverse array and then store into the set. So set, the pretty straightforward using a string, right? So string equal to new hash set. And now I want to say for in num array 1. So I'm going to create a string for num. So it's going to be empty string plus none. So it's pretty straightforward to convert the integer into a string. So using the string builder as a prefix. So new string builder. So what I need to do is I want to traverse the string num and add every single character into the prefix. In the meanwhile, I'm adding every single prefix string to string into a set, right? So this will be it. And then I will have to return the longest on the second iteration. So I'm just creating the int and same thing for the array 2 and string. And I'm still going to use a prefix. And now I just traversing the string num again. And in this time, I'm just adding. And I'm going to compare the maximum result or the prefix to length. So in the second iteration, so I've set in my first iteration. This is everything I need to get. I check. How do I check? Oh, I haven't checked. So if string.contains the prefix dot toString, if the prefix is inside a set, I'm updating my result. So this will be a logic. Do I spell prefix? Oh, spelled wrong. And should be okay. A pen. Come on. All right. So for time and space, pretty straightforward. So let's talk about space. What I store is right here, right? And I did not store in here. So for the space, it's going to be all of all of n times L. N represent the length of the array 1. L represent the worst case inside the array 1. And that's for space. For the time, this is all of n, right? All of n right here. This will be all of m. And this will be the worst case inside the array 1. This will be the worst case inside the array 2. So let's just say all of n, nl or all of ml, right? And then you can do a little bit, math, max between n times m times l. There'll be times, space will be n times l. Okay, so let's talk about another solution. It's trial. So same thing. I'm storing every single integer into a trial node, and let's see. So trial, creating a class, and then what I need is a trial node root, and then create a constructor for trial. So root equal to new trial node, and then you will definitely need to have an insert. Create a temporary value for null for the root, and then will be to do the same thing for string num will be equal to empty string plus num convert into the string, and then char c will be traverse into char array. If node.children at c minus a is equal to null. So what does node.children mean? So for the trial, let's see. For every single trial, right, I need to create a class called trial node. So I'm explaining what happened for trial node. So this would be trial node equal to, actually do like this, public. This will be trial array. So it will be node equal to new trial node. And why is 10? 10 is because I do have the integer, right? Integer is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 9, so it's 10 position. But this trial node will be based on what? It's the children of trial, right? So let's just go children right here. So I create a trial class, and in trial class I create a trial node, right? So this will be the order. I'm missing this in the beginning, my bad. And then I'm creating a path for the num. So if the C does not inside the, sorry, if the current children doesn't get initialized, I will just initialize. And it has to be new trial node. And then once I initialize, I can definitely move on to the next one, right? And one little trick is I'm doing the integer, right? Why am I using A, right? So it's just a habit, me doing that. And then once this finished, so insert will be adding every single one. So this will be like this. So you have 1. So now you have what? This will try for 10, 10 split. So this is always 0 to 9. And I'm using this one. And you're using this one. This is 1, right? So I do have a 1 for 1. And this is going to be a 10. So I starting from here. 1. And then I create another. 0 to 10. 0 to 9. I create another split, and then this will be using the 0 right here. So 1, 10, and then another one is 1, 0, 0. So doing the same thing, same thing, you'll do this, creating a path, basically. And then we can create, and then we can also get length based on the num. So again, trial no, I just say no equal to root. And then I will do the string num equal to num, but I need to convert it. Come on. And then traverse. And then I will basically do the same. So if the current children is equal to no, since I'm using the get length, right? So basically I stop right here. I cannot continue. I cannot keep going. So for example, 4, right? This is the graph for 1, 2, 3, right? So I starting here. I create 10 splits, so 0 to 9. So I do have what? I do have 1, so this is 1. I do have 2. I do have 3. I don't have 4, so I did not initialize the 4. So if we want to start with 4, this become what? This become no. So I break out, and I need to return the in, right? So int result will be the length. This will return result. And if this is get initialized, I need to increment the the length, which is the result, and then move on to the next one, right? Okay, this is pretty straightforward for the the trial constructor. And okay, so now let's go to the prefix. So what do we need to do? Create a trial. Let's go trial equal to new trial. Do I spell this wrong? TRIE, right? Okay. And then I basically just initialize my the graph for the trial. So it's going to be trial.insert, right? And then once I insert it, this will break it apart, right? So this is what you see in the past from the first solution. And then the next is going to be have a result to return the longest. And then what I need to do is I just say array2. And then at this time I'm comparing with my maximum for result and also for trial.get length. So technically this will be the main function. And then let me see, do I have error? Oh, I don't have error. Okay, so let's talk about the time and space. For here, this is all of n, and all of n for this one, this is will be all of L, right? L will be the worst case for the single num, right? Inside array 1. And this is all of m for array 2. And when you get length, this will be the worst case for the array, for the num in the array 2. So ideally they are the same. So let me just copy over. Ideally they are the same for the time and space, but I would prefer this one. This will be a clean way to write a solution. So that will be the solution, and I'll see you later. Bye.